Mob of the Dead released April 16th, 2013, with the Uprising DLC. A shift in zombies occurred at this time. Maps before this were directed by a man named Jimmy Selinsky. He's one of the creators of the zombies mode as a whole, but with this map a new director would step in, named Jason Blundell. Taking place on Alcatraz Island, it's the second map to feature a celebrity cast. Michael Madsen as Michael Finn O'Leary, Joe Pantoliano as Albert the Weasel Arlington, Chad Palminteri as Salvador DeLuca, and the late Ray Liotta as Billy Handsome. The Blundergat is the map's wonder weapon. Set as a mix of the blunderbuss and Gatling gun, the Blundergat is a high-powered, heavy-hitting shotgun that can be upgraded to the Acid Gat by building a kit found around the map. Shooting the Acid Gat, zombies will be attracted to the green pellets it fires. Not being a buildable, the Blundergat is a first wonder weapon that can also be acquired by not even hitting the box. Instead, you can do a quest for it. The Hell's Retriever is a wonder weapon and tactical weapon that debuts on this map. It's a tomahawk when thrown will kill multiple zombies and return to you after killing them. Afterlife is a new mechanic that debuts on this map. After either downing or shocking yourself with a high voltage panel, you'll enter a ghost-like form that's able to jump and move at high speeds, along with shooting electricity out of your hands. The map doesn't feature a power switch, and Afterlife is the alternative. You'll activate perks, doors, and map objectives with it. Buildables get an update with Mob. Instead of picking up pieces one by one, you'll be able to hold everything at once and see what you need by holding tab. Electric Cherry is a perk that debuts on this map. After drinking the perk, next time you reload, an electric barrier will form around you. Brutus is a new mid-round boss. After spawning in, when near something, he'll lock it down, costing you 2,000 points to unlock it. He can lock down anything, and after he locks down something, he'll come after you like a normal zombie. And now here we are on Alcatraz. Spawning in an Afterlife, I made points till round 3, where I started to feed the dogs for the Hell's Retriever. After feeding a dog, I enter Afterlife to open up the warden's office, then I turn on Electric Cherry and open up the cell for free double points. Into the Afterlife once again to get the warden's key and open up another cell for another double points. You can only get the 3 Afterlives per round and you can't stay in it forever. I think it might be maybe 30 seconds you can stay in it. Open up the cafeteria, then hit the box, and first hit I got the ray gun, so that'll keep me going for a little while. Then I took the gondola down to the docks where I turned on Jug and opened up a gate for the plane piece, almost dying in Afterlife in the process. Got Jug, started tweaking the second dog, then got the plane piece. Entered Afterlife again in this machine area to turn on these machines that'll allow me to get a plane piece up in the prison. Then I ran to the spiral kind of area, then once again went to Afterlife to put 3 numbers in this shock thing number counter, then lower a cage, it'll get you another plane piece. Then I accidentally built the Acid Gat in the wrong place. I meant to build a shield right here in the cafeteria. I didn't care enough to restart, so I just continued. It's an annoyance, but it's not going to be too bad, hopefully. Anyways, I fed the 3rd and last dog, then finally got the Hell's Retriever. Then I threw the Hell's Retriever at these locations where I got a blue skull, and then after doing that, I'll go to the warden's office where I get a free Blundergat. Got Speed Cola because it's insanely useful with this weapon, and then I do the lockdown to get the last plane piece, which then I turn the Blundergat into the Acid Gat, go up to the roof, build the plane, then flying in the air I get a moment of peace, but that peace is short-lived as I crash into the Golden Gate Bridge. Luckily, however, the Pack-a-Punch is here. So I Pack-a-Punch the Acid Gat, then spend a couple rounds here only using the Hell's Retriever so I can upgrade it. Then we go back to the prison, I throw my Hell's Retriever into this pit, and then go into Afterlife where I first got the Retriever to pick up the upgraded version, the Hell's Redeemer. Then I start hitting the box for a while to get the Reagan Mark II. The Mark II didn't debut on this map, so just pretend it doesn't exist. After getting it, I fly back to the bridge to Pack-a-Punch, then I start the early run strategy. So in this little underground area, right by double tap, I spam the Acid Gat and the Redeemer at this doorway and window. There's not too much to say, as this is really just all I did for a while up until round 43. Then at round 43, I started running low on ammo, so I decided to leave. I know most people do this up until about round 64, but I just hate shit like this. It's just so boring. But in the end, honestly, so is the high round strat. Well, it's not too bad. 10 times better than Transit, I'll say that. And I don't want to kill myself halfway through it. I didn't mind it too much, honestly. It's just as simple as running around the cafeteria using the Hell's Redeemer. And then when the trap is up, you stand on these stairs. The zombies above will barely spawn. If they do, they won't fully come down, instead trying to hit you through the railing. So Mob is one of the most infamous maps of all time. Everybody loves this map. And honestly, I do too. I love its aesthetic. It fits the kind of stuff that I like. And I love the whole, kind of mobster stuff. The Blundergat, honestly, in the end, it's really not that good of a wonder weapon, in my opinion, but it's, it doesn't make it any less sick. It's a giant-ass 4-burst shotgun thing that's just fucking awesome. Thing that weighs this map down for me a bit is just the fact that it's on Black Ops 2. I'm not that big of a fan of Black Ops 2 Zombies, because I'm not, I don't like the gameplay very much, to be honest. Something about it just, I don't like returning to this game. And it sucks because, this game has Buried and Mob of the Dead, and I fucking love Buried and Mob of the Dead. It just sucks that this is the only way to play these two maps. Back to the strat, if I ever go down, it's a pretty simple route of running to the gondola, getting jug quicked, and taking it back up. Around 71, like Shang, I went to bed due to being too tired to keep going. I'd rather sleep and continue the next day instead of being too tired and being sloppy, resulting in a down. Afterwards, things went moderately smoothly. Took a few downs here and there, mostly in the same way, not too much to mention. And then it took 11 hours, but we finally reached round 100. To celebrate, I fly the plane one last time to the Golden Gate Bridge, say goodbye to Mob. Well, for a while at least. Oh yeah, the tier list. I'm honestly just not too sure where to place Mob. I love the map, but don't know if it'd really be a favorite of mine, as crazy as that sounds. Plus, it doesn't have stamina. The Blundergat, like I said, is an insanely cool ass one-to weapon. Brutus is honestly a really good boss. The Redeemer is, oh man, it's sick. The Easter egg songs, ooh, damn, they're good. Unfortunately, I can't speak for the map's main quest as I haven't done it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with Love. Honestly, I really only have about 3-4 favorite maps, and we're still a little while away till we get to them. But I feel pretty good about this pick. But who knows? Maybe it'll change in the future once I do the main quest.